Today we are going to discuss about the importance of bacteria to humans. That is economic importance of bacteria. Bacteria are now caused in plants, animals and human beings. At the same time, some of the bacteria are directly or indirectly beneficial to human beings. So they considered both as bacteria are described as friends and foes of man. Bacteria are described as friends and foes of man. Why? Because so many bacteria are useful in economically to be agricultural field, laboratory field, medicinal field. That is the importance of bacteria. So he is considered friends of bacteria. And another one, foes of man. Some harmful bacteria are infected by plants, animals and human beings. Then after to be causing some harmful dangerous diseases. Some harmful dangerous diseases. So hence that is known as friends and foes of man. Indirectly, some bacteria are economically very useful and some bacteria are very harmful. Very harmful. Okay now. So here next we are going to some harmful bacteria. Discuss about some harmful bacteria. Some harmful bacteria are infected by human beings to be causing some harmful dangerous diseases and some harmful bacteria to be infected by plants. Okay, here first of all we will discuss about some bacteria that cause diseases in human beings. So those harmful human being diseases are here. First one tetanus, next one botulism, next one typhoid, next one cholera, next one tuberculosis, and next one leprosy, and then after next one diphtheria, and next one pneumonia, and next one gonorrhea, and another next one syphilis. These are some harmful diseases are here. These harmful diseases are caused by some of the harmful bacteria. Some of the harmful bacteria. Those harmful bacteria are here. Tetanus. So tetanus disease is caused by one of the bacteria. The bacteria named is Clostridium tetani. Clostridium tetani. So here tetanus is one of the bacterial disease. This bacterial disease is caused by one of the bacteria that is named as Clostridium tetani. Second one botulism. Botulism is one of the bacterial disease. This bacterial disease is caused by one type of bacterium that is called Clostridium botulism. Clostridium botulinum. Clostridium botulinum. So here botulism disease is caused by Clostridium botulinum. By means totally food material is poisonous. So Clostridium botulinum infected by food material. Then after food material totally infected by bacteria, that is poisonous of food material. That is poisonous of food material. So poisonous of food material are infected by Clostridium botulinum. That is botulism. Botulism means poisonous of food materials. Poisonous of food materials. Poisonous of food materials or botulism is caused by Clostridium botulinum. Next coming to typhoid. So this disease very harmful. So this typhoid disease is caused by one type of bacteria, that is Salmonella typhimurium. Salmonella typhimurium. Typhoid disease is caused by Salmonella typhimurium. Next one, cholera. So cholera is caused by one type of bacterium. The bacteria is named as Vibrio cholera. Vibrio cholera. So cholera is disease caused by Vibrio cholera. Next one, tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is caused by one type of bacterium. This bacterium is caused by tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay, here that is kushtu. And another one, leprosy. Leprosy is caused by one type of bacterium, that is named as Mycobacterium leprae. Mycobacterium leprae. And next one here, diphtheria. Diphtheria is caused by one type of bacterium, that is named as Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Diphtheria disease is caused by Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Next one here, pneumonia is caused by one type of bacterium, that is named as Diplococcus or Streptococcus pneumonia. Diplococcus or Streptococcus pneumonia. Next one here, gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is caused by one type of bacterium, that bacteria named as Neisseria gonorrhea. Neisseria gonorrhea. Last one here, syphilis. Syphilis is caused by one type of bacterium. So this disease is caused by Treponema pallidum. Treponema pallidum. These are the some harmful bacterial diseases. Some harmful bacterial diseases. In those of some harmful bacteria are infected by healthy human beings. Healthy human beings to be causing of these several diseases are here. These several diseases are here. That is some bacteria that cause diseases in human beings. Those diseases are here: tetanus, botulism, typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, leprosy, diphtheria, pneumonia, gonorrhea, syphilis. But last, gonorrhea and syphilis are here. So those two are very harmful diseases. Very harmful diseases, gonorrhea and syphilis. Okay, here. And next coming to some bacteria that cause diseases in plants. Some bacteria that cause diseases in plants. Next, we are going to discuss about plant diseases. Plant diseases. That is here, blight of rice. That is here, blight of rice. So here, blight of rice. Some bacteria are infected by plants to be causing of plant diseases. Those plant diseases are here that is crown gall disease. Crown gall disease mainly appear in apple fruits and pear fruits. So crown gall disease is caused by Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Agrobacterium tumefaciens. These three bacterial diseases are very important are here. These three bacterial diseases are very important are here, especially plant bacterial diseases. Plant bacterial diseases. Human being bacterial diseases are here several, but plant bacterial diseases are here 3 or 4. Mainly are here 3 plant bacterial diseases are here. First one here, blight of rice. Blight of rice is disease caused by Xanthomonas varaezae. Xanthomonas varaezae. And the next one here, citrus canker. Citrus canker is a disease caused by Xanthomonas oxynopodis. Xanthomonas oxynopodis, either Xanthomonas citri. Xanthomonas citri. And next one here, crown gall. Crown gall disease is caused by Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Agrobacterium tumefaciens. That is crown gall disease. Crown gall disease is caused by Agrobacterium tumefaciens. This crown gall disease mainly appear in apple fruits and pear fruits. Apple fruits and pear fruits. So these are the some harmful bacteria are mainly infected by human beings as well as plants. Human beings and also plants. So this is the economic importance of bacteria. Mainly discussed about the harmful bacteria. Harmful bacteria. Next we will discuss about useful bacteria. Next we will discuss about useful bacteria. So these several bacteria. These several bacteria are infected by human beings and plants. Next we will discuss about useful bacteria. Next we will discuss about useful bacteria. So here bacteria nowadays are play an important role, mainly in the manufacturers of dairy products such as some of the bacteria are nowadays to be utilized. Those bacteria are here lactobacillus. Those bacteria are here lactobacillus or lactic acid bacteria or lactic acid bacteria. That is LAB. That is LAB. Those bacteria are playing economically important role, mainly manufacture of dairy products. The best example are here. The curd is always formed to milk. So in this curd to be form of milk, or how to form of curd in the milk, to be utilized some of the microorganisms, such as lactobacillus, and other commonly known as lactic acid bacteria. That is LAB. These microorganisms easily grown in milk, and then after it converted to curd. And milk is converted to curd by the using mentioning of some useful microbes, some useful bacteria such as lactobacillus or lactic acid bacteria. Lactobacillus or lactic acid bacteria, that is LAB. So these bacteria are growing in milk, then after to be converted it into curd. That is the importance of lactobacillus and lactic acid bacteria. Another one here, rhizobium bacteria. Another one here, rhizobium bacteria. So rhizobium bacteria. So here in this rhizobium bacteria to form root nodules. To form root nodules in their legume plants. In their legume plants of fruits, and then after to be fixed atmospheric nitrogen, to fix atmospheric nitrogen, to fix atmospheric nitrogen. So hence the farmers are utilized in biofertilizers. The farmers are utilized in biofertilizers. That is the importance of rhizobium bacteria. So, second, economically or usefully, bacteria are here rhizobium bacteria. This rhizobium bacteria to be form of root nodules for the legume roots, and then after to fix atmospheric nitrogen. So hence the farmer used in biofertilizers. That is the importance of rhizobium bacteria. Next one here, Escherichia coli. So generally, Escherichia coli is a common inhabitant of human intestines. So what is the use of Escherichia coli? Okay, here Escherichia coli or E. coli is a common human intestines. So it is used in biotechnology. It produces one type of hormone that is named insulin hormone. This insulin hormone nowadays to be called humulin. That is the importance of Escherichia coli. Another importance are here. So some of the microbes are used in biomining process. So here some microbes are now used in extraction of some metal ions such as uranium from rocks. That is called biomining. This process are named as biomining process. Well, what are the use of microbes in biomining process? So they are used in biomining in their harvest. So they were cost more than 50%. That is the importance of bacteria in their biomining process.